Have you ever wondered how the sweet indulgences in your diet could be affecting your health? Today, we will embark on an enlightening journey to understand the implications of sugar consumption on our well-being. Sugar, a simple carbohydrate, can be found naturally in foods like fruits and milk, or added to processed foods and drinks. While the naturally occurring sugars in whole foods are typically beneficial, the added sugars are the ones we need to be wary of. These hidden culprits lurk in many of our favorite treats, from chocolate bars to fizzy drinks, stealthily adding to our daily sugar intake. The overconsumption of these added sugars can lead to numerous health concerns, from weight gain and type 2 diabetes, to heart health, oral health, and even non-alcoholic fatty liver disease. The impact of sugar is far-reaching. As we dive deeper into this topic, let's understand why we should be concerned about our sugar intake. Everyone loves a sweet treat, but what happens when that treat becomes a regular part of your diet? The answer lies in the relationship between sugar and weight gain. You see, sugar, especially the added sugars found in many of our favorite snacks and beverages, is high in what we call empty calories. These are calories that provide a quick burst of energy but offer little to no nutritional value. The more sugar we consume, the more these empty calories pile up. And when we consume more calories than our bodies can burn, the surplus is stored as fat. Over time, this accumulation of fat can lead to weight gain and an increased risk of obesity. This process is a bit like filling a car with fuel. If we keep adding fuel but never drive the car, the fuel has nowhere to go. Similarly, when we keep consuming sugar but don't burn off the energy through physical activity, the excess calories have nowhere to go but into our fat stores. What's more, sugar isn't just empty calories, it's also highly addictive. Our brains are hardwired to enjoy sweet things, a throwback to our hunter-gatherer ancestors who associated sweetness with high-energy foods that were safe to eat. Sugar triggers the release of feel-good chemicals in our brains, which makes us want to eat more of it. This can create a vicious cycle where we crave more sugar, consume more empty calories, and ultimately gain more weight. So, the next time you reach for that sugary snack, think about the potential weight gain that could come with it. Remember, sugar is a treat, not a staple. Moderation is key. Enjoying a sweet treat now and then is perfectly fine, but when sugar becomes a regular part of our diet, that's when the problems start to arise. While sugar might taste good in the moment, the long-term effects on our weight and overall health can be far less sweet. So let's think twice before we reach for that next sugary snack, and choose our calories wisely. So the next time you reach for that sugary snack, think about the potential weight gain that could come with it. Did you know that your sweet tooth could be putting you at risk for a serious health condition? It's a fact worth pondering, especially when that condition is type 2 diabetes, a chronic disease affecting millions of people globally. The main culprit here is a high intake of sugar, especially added sugars found in processed foods and beverages. Consuming too much of this sweet substance can lead to a situation called insulin resistance. But what does that mean, you ask? Well, let's unpack this a bit. Insulin is a hormone produced by your pancreas. Its primary role is to regulate the amount of glucose or sugar in your bloodstream. When you consume sugar, your blood sugar level rises. In response, your pancreas releases insulin to help your cells absorb this sugar and use it for energy. However, when you frequently indulge in sugary treats, your body is constantly dealing with high levels of sugar. Over time, this can cause your cells to become less responsive to insulin. This condition is what we refer to as insulin resistance. With insulin resistance, your pancreas has to work overtime, producing even more insulin in an attempt to get your cells to respond. Eventually, this could lead to the pancreas wearing out, resulting in elevated blood sugar levels, which is a hallmark of type 2 diabetes. But it's not just about the risk of developing diabetes. High blood sugar levels can also have other serious implications for your health. It can damage your blood vessels, leading to heart disease and stroke. It can affect your kidneys, your eyes, and even your nerves. So, while we all love a sweet treat now and again, it's crucial to be mindful of our sugar intake. Remember, it's not about completely eliminating sugar from your diet, but about finding a balance and making healthier choices. Opt for natural sources of sugar found in fruits, and limit your intake of processed foods and beverages high in added sugars. It seems that sugar's sweetness hides a bitter truth about the risk of diabetes. So the next time you reach for that sugary snack, think twice. Your body will thank you for it. Is that sugar-laden dessert really worth the risk it poses to your heart? That's a question that might have crossed your mind as you reach for that extra piece of cake. And it's a valid question, considering the potential impact of high sugar intake on heart health. There's a heart-sugar connection that's worth exploring. Let's start with blood pressure. We're all aware that salt can raise blood pressure. But did you know that sugar can do the same? Studies have shown that a diet high in added sugars can lead to elevated blood pressure levels. This is because sugar promotes insulin resistance, which in turn can increase blood pressure. Not only that, but high sugar intake can also trigger inflammation. You see, when sugar enters the bloodstream, it can trigger an inflammatory response in the body. Over time, this chronic inflammation can damage the heart and blood vessels, increasing the risk of heart disease. Let's not forget about triglycerides, a type of fat found in your blood. When you eat more sugar than your body needs for energy, the excess is converted into triglycerides. High levels of triglycerides can raise your risk of heart disease, as they can contribute to the hardening and thickening of the artery walls, a condition known as atherosclerosis. And the risks don't stop there. Diets high in added sugars have been associated with an increased risk of cardiovascular diseases. This is because sugar can increase the levels of harmful fats in the bloodstream, promote obesity, and lead to diabetes, all of which are risk factors for heart disease. So, the next time you're tempted by that sugary treat, remember the potential impact on your heart. Consider opting for foods with natural sugars, like fruits, instead of those with added sugars. After all, your heart is one of your most vital organs, and it deserves the best care you can give it. Clearly, our hearts would be happier with less sugar in our diets. So, let's make a conscious effort to cut down on our sugar intake for the sake of our heart health. Sugar might taste sweet on your tongue, but it's not so sweet for your teeth. This is because sugar is a prime food source for harmful bacteria that reside in your mouth. When you consume a sugary treat, the bacteria in your mouth have a feast, breaking down the sugar and converting it into acids. These acids are far from friendly. They are the culprits behind the erosion of tooth enamel, the hard, protective outer layer of your teeth. Enamel, once damaged, doesn't regenerate. This process of acid-induced erosion is the first step in the formation of cavities, those tiny holes that can grow larger and deeper over time, leading to serious dental problems if left untreated. Not only does sugar contribute to the creation of acids, but it also interferes with the function of your saliva. Saliva is not just a passive liquid in your mouth, it plays a crucial role in maintaining oral health. It washes away food particles, neutralizes acids, and even helps restore minerals to teeth. However, a high-sugar diet can reduce the effectiveness of your saliva, leaving your teeth more vulnerable to acid attacks. Cavities are not the only concern. Over time, the constant acid attacks can lead to gingivitis, an early stage of gum disease. If left unchecked, it can progress to periodontitis, a severe form of gum disease that can result in tooth loss. The consequences of sugar on oral health extend beyond the individual. Poor oral health can impact self-esteem, social interactions, and even nutrition, as pain and tooth loss can make it difficult to consume a variety of healthy foods. To protect your teeth and overall oral health, it's essential to limit the consumption of foods and drinks high in added sugars. Regular brushing and flossing, along with routine dental checkups, can also help prevent the harmful effects of sugar on your teeth. For the sake of our smiles, it's worth reconsidering that extra spoonful of sugar. Who would have thought that the sugar in your soda could be damaging your liver? It might seem far-fetched, but the reality is that excessive sugar consumption, specifically fructose, can lead to a condition known as non-alcoholic fatty liver disease, or NAFLD for short. But how does this happen? Well, let's take a journey into the body to unravel this mystery. When you consume a high amount of fructose, which is prevalent in added sugars like those in your soda, candy, and processed foods, your liver goes into overdrive. The liver is the only organ that can metabolize fructose in significant amounts. But when it gets overloaded, it starts to convert the excess fructose into fat. Now, a little bit of fat in the liver is normal, but when it's too much, we start moving into dangerous territory. This surplus fat can accumulate in the liver cells, leading to NAFLD. If left unchecked, NAFLD can progress into more serious liver conditions like fibrosis, cirrhosis, and even liver cancer. Moreover, NAFLD is often linked with other metabolic disorders, including obesity and type 2 diabetes. So the impact of that extra spoonful of sugar could ripple out, affecting far more than just your waistline. But here's the kicker. NAFLD often shows no symptoms until it's well advanced, making it a silent but potentially deadly threat to our health. That's why it's important to be aware of our sugar intake, particularly from processed foods and drinks laden with added sugars. So, the next time you're reaching for that can of soda or a piece of candy, remember the potential harm it might do to your liver. As with most things in life, moderation is key. By keeping our sugar consumption in check, we can help safeguard our liver's health, alongside a myriad of other health benefits, from a healthier heart to a slimmer waistline. It's startling to realize the potential harm that sugar can do to our livers. But with knowledge comes power, the power to make healthier choices for a better and longer life. We've learned a lot about sugar's impact on our health, but what can we do with this information? You may ask. Well, here's the recap. Sugar, especially in high quantities, can lead to weight gain, increased risk of type 2 diabetes, and can have a negative impact on heart health. It also contributes to dental issues and can increase the risk of non-alcoholic fatty liver disease. But don't let this scare you into completely eradicating sugar from your diet. Remember, sugar in its natural form as found in fruits is not the villain. It's the added sugars in processed foods and beverages that are the real culprits. The key is moderation. Awareness of your sugar intake can help you make healthier choices. Opt for whole foods over processed ones, and be mindful of those sneaky added sugars. While sugar may add sweetness to our lives, remember that a healthy life requires a balanced diet. Make wise choices for your health. Before we wrap up, we'd love to remind you to support our channel. If you found this video informative and helpful, please give it a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button. Your support allows us to continue creating content like this. Don't forget to turn on the notification bell so you never miss an update from us. Sharing is caring, so please share this video with your friends and family. It might help them make healthier choices too. Let's spread awareness and promote healthier lifestyles together. Remember, every little bit of knowledge can make a big difference. Thank you for watching, and see you in our next video.